home bosses, and welcome to my channel. I'm really glad you're here because I'm going to tell you about what I do to prepare for quarter four. And it's July and we're still preparing for quarter four because time goes really quickly. I know it's July now and we still have got August, September, but then it's October, November, December, and those are the months that we really need to prepare for because, as you know, those are the months where you can earn more than in the whole year. So it's very important that we prepare for this in time. So now is a good time to prepare for quarter four. And why is that important? Well, when I was selling on Amazon and on eBay and on my website, my suppliers always used to contact me around this time and they used to say, what are you ordering for the Christmas period? Put in your orders now, because they need to prepare as well. They need to produce the things. And the other thing is they need to ship the things. It takes time for things to arrive in this country. Then you have to list all the items. And then whatever platform you're listing on, if it's eBay or Amazon or your website, it has to be indexed by Google or by Amazon or eBay. And that takes time as well. And KDP is no different. When you upload a book onto KDP, sometimes it takes a long time for KDP to approve your book. I remember back in May, I think it was, there were times when I uploaded a book to KDP and it took Amazon 2 weeks sometimes to approve a book. So it's not happening so much now. It still takes a few days. But you can see that the more time you give your books to get established, the better. And also because, you know, when you upload a book and Amazon gives your book a little boost when you first upload it. So it ranks a little bit higher the first few days. I think it's about 10 days. I'm not so sure. Somebody else might know. But I think it's about a period of 10 days where Amazon ranks your book a bit higher, just to give it that little bit of help when you first start. And after that, it starts dropping off again. So that's why sometimes you can see that books are selling really well when you put them on. And then the sales stop and you stop selling so many. So that's because of the initial boost that Amazon gives to your books. But sometimes I also find that you upload a book and it takes about a month, 2 months, even 3 months for it to start selling. And that is because Amazon has to index your book and then it will appear on searches and it'll be more established on Amazon's search engine. So if it's taking 2 or 3 months, now is a good time to prepare for quarter four. So I would say start producing those books. And here's a few tips on what I'm going to do. So this is what I do to find ideas for quarter four. And the first thing you can do is go on Amazon.com in incognito mode. And when you're in Amazon.com, click on books. And then you should have all the categories on the left-hand side. The other thing that I wanted to remind you of, your delivery address. Make sure that you choose a delivery address in the US because your results will be more accurate. Because my address is in the UK, when I leave my real address here, it doesn't really give me the results because they don't always deliver to the UK. So make sure you use a US address. And I couldn't remember any zip codes for the US, but I remembered there used to be a television series called Beverly Hills 90210. So I remembered the zip code and I put that in. So my address is now Beverly Hills. I wish. So just change your address to a US address to get better results, to get more accurate results. And then what we do once we're in books, we want to go on to new releases. And that is because I want to find out what people are releasing going forward into quarter four and also what their sales are like. So we can have a look at this. Now, what categories are we interested in? I'm going to go into the children's book category because I find that I always get some really good ideas there. Children's books are quite easy to make. I will make a new video about how I made my children's books, because I think it would be quite nice for you guys to see that it's not that difficult. You know, my children's books are selling quite well, so hopefully that will help you as well. Let's have a look and see what we can find for ideas. Now, first of all, straight away I can see one here. The world needs who you were made to be. Quite a simple little book, but look at the BSR, number 78 in books. Let's see what else there is. There is Clover Goes to Kitty Garden. Books with cats always do really well. So that's quite a simple book, I think, to make. Anti-Racist Baby, very well known now. It does really well. It's only got a BSR of 548, so that's amazing. They must be selling quite a lot. But the one that I looked at that is interesting for us is this one here, My First Book of Planets. Now, it's got a BSR of 1,328. Let's see how much that makes. 1,328. So that's books, not ebook. Calculate sales. So this is telling us that it's selling 1,795 copies a month, which is 120 copies a day. That's a really good book to have in your catalogue. And what I will say though is these calculators, these Amazon book sales calculators, I don't think they're accurate. I think they overestimate the sales by at least a third, but let's say it's even half of this. That would still be an amazing amount of money to earn every month from just one book. So let's have a look. I mean, it sells at $6.99, so it's making at least, I would say, $1. It's paperback. We can definitely create something like that. You could make a First Book of Planets coloring book. You can make a puzzle book with all the words of planets. You can have very simple pictures. You can teach children the solar system and the name of all the planets. That would be quite an easy book to produce, and it's obviously popular. So that is one idea that you can maybe make a book with. So already I'm getting ideas for what I can make. Let's see what else we have. Unicorns, still very popular. So it's a bedtime story. Another bedtime story. So bedtime stories are extremely popular. There's another one, bedtime story. Now, obviously, you can validate your keywords for this. You can check and see what the demand is for this. Let's have a look at what else we can find. Animals are always good. Owls, ninjas. What else have we got? Bedtime stories. Again, there is definitely something going on with bedtime stories. And I'm telling you that come Christmas time, come Q4, people will be buying bedtime storybooks for their children. Don't forget, Halloween is coming up as well, so let's see if there's anything. So far, I haven't found anything. Ah, here we are. A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. That's interesting. So that's got a Halloween-y theme to it. Good Night Astronaut, that's another bedtime story. So what else? Kitty and unicorns, combining two things, cats and unicorns. That's always a good thing. How to draw all the things for kids. That might be a little bit more difficult to produce, but it's another idea how to draw things, how to draw unicorns, how to draw cats. You could do a book like that easily. Maybe not yourself, but you can get someone to do the illustrations for you, or you can go on Creative Fabrica and probably find quite a lot of illustrations for that. Let's have a look. What else have we got? This one here, 5 more sleeps till Christmas. Obviously, it's a lot more sleeps till Christmas, but already we have a Christmas book coming into the new releases, so people are starting to publish Christmas books. You can see July is not too early to start publishing a Christmas book. What else have we got? Ninjas seem to be popular. There's another masked ninja. Let's have a look. So we're going through all the 100 top new releases. Dragon Masters, dragons are always popular. Let's have a look what else there is. This looks like a lovely book, Gracie's Garden. So all of these books are selling really well, and they've only just been released. So that's excellent. Let's have a look. What else? Pete the Cat. I love it when people have cats in books that behave like people. So, or any animals. Okay, so that is more or less all the ideas for children's books. So you can see there's already a theme going. Bedtime stories. People are starting to put out books for Christmas and Halloween. So let's see if we can find any more ideas. Let's go back to our categories. What have we got? Activities, crafts and games. That's probably quite interesting. Let's see, because we could make some activity books. I haven't made any activity books yet, but I'm definitely going to make some for Q4. So let's have a look what we've got here. Paper crafts for kids. That's probably not too difficult to produce. Let's have a look. Would you rather? Would you rather books are really popular, and they're very, very easy to produce. I think that I will make a video on that as well. If you would like me to make a video on how to make a would you rather book, let me know in the comments and I will put that on my list, because that is quite easy to do and they're very popular books. You can see this one has a BSR of... Let's have a look. Oh, it's a Kindle book. This is interesting because you could even have this as an ebook. So it's not just a paperback, but you can also create an ebook with a Would You Rather book. I forgot about that. And that's actually really good because then you can have two in one. You can produce a paperback and then make the ebook version, which normally you can't do with low content books, because normally if it's a notebook or a journal, you can't make that into an ebook, because how would people write in it? It's not possible. But a Would You Rather book is really just words. You don't have to write in it. It's basically a book where it's asking a few questions, and then you can play this. It's like a game. You can play it with your family or with your brothers and sisters or your friends, and you can take it in turns to answer the questions. So yes, you can make that into an ebook and sell it as an ebook and a paperback. So that's a really good tip there. What else have we got? There's another Would You Rather book. Can you see they're quite popular? Bedtime stories. Again. Then there's word search activity books, really good. Look at that lovely BSR, 18,791. So that's making quite a bit of money as well. There's more activity books. So you can see you can definitely start producing some activity books and theme them around Halloween, theme them around Christmas, or just make an evergreen book that can sell all year round. So there's one, for example, crossword puzzles for kids. It's not particularly for Halloween and it's not particularly for Christmas. This can sell all year round. So going on to new releases and then looking at the categories can really help you get some good ideas for Q4. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you about is prepare to make books that can be given as gifts. Now that can include notebooks, it can include journals, but also really important, start making planners for 2021. I'm sure everybody is fed up with 2020 and people just want to buy planners for 2021 as soon as possible. Let's just forget about 2020 and start a better year in 2021. So produce planners now. And when I say planners, I mean diary planners, calendars, you know, things that people can use to plan their life. You can have a business planner, you can have a school planner, college planner, you can have a planner for mums to organize their children's lives, their school times, their extracurricular activities. So there's so many possibilities for planners, and people will start buying them around the end of the year or before, because that's when these kind of things sell. I have sold a few of my planners in March and April even. It's very strange because by that time they're new, but maybe some people, they just use them for half the year. I don't know. But the time they are selling the most is before Christmas. So that's another tip for you. So now you've got a few ideas. The main ones are back to school planners, and then there are themed low content books for Halloween or Christmas. Then there are things that you can create for people to buy as gifts. And the other one, very important niche, is planners for 2021. So there's a few ideas for you. And I will start on this as soon as possible. As soon as I finish this video, I will start making some planners. So I hope this video has helped you, and I hope you got some good ideas and you have a little bit of a strategy now as to what you're going to do for Q4. Let me know in the comments. Make a little note in the comments and tell me what you're doing. I'd be really interested to hear how you're going to prepare for Q4, and if you have any questions or you need some help, put them down in the comments as well. I'll try and answer every one of them. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, click the notification bell so that you can get notified when I bring out a new video. Don't forget, I bring out videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, and I hope to see you here soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.